Hello everyone and welcome. This is my Minecraft survival series called Outpost Z, and I am Yodiman, or Brian, and this is an extension of my blog, the Yodi Den, and this is the Yodi Den Game Time. So we are at episode 10. 10 full episodes of Outpost Z. I've lived this long. Hooray, huzzah, sound the trumpets. Now, as I promised in episode 9, we're going to do something a little bit differently. We are going to kind of tell the story so far of Outpost Z. Now, what I like to do with games like this, like Minecraft, man, any game I play. If you're watching my Oblivion series, I'm telling a story there. I think you could call it a story, but I like kind of taking these moments in the game and creating a saga out of them, if you will. In this case, we are trying to build a small outpost or a village and then maybe a city, doing it in a survival mode of Minecraft and not the build mode. So it's going to take a while. In that, I'm only allowing myself 3 lives. Now, those 3 lives, and this is where the story part comes in, those 3 lives represent 3 individual characters that kind of make up our team of ragtag survivors that are here at Outpost C. Okay, now every time I lose a life, one of them dies. So I am down to 2 lives. What I thought I'd do is also incorporate a new rule with the start of episode 10, and that is that every 5 episodes from here on out, so on episode 15, I will roll percentile dice. I'm going to give myself a base 20% chance that another character will come along and I will get another life out of that deal. We'll add a new name to the list. That percentage of 20% will go up 5 to 10% based on any other builds that I build, whether it be a house, a lighthouse perhaps over here by the ocean, a meeting hall, a tower here over on Sheep Hill. Who knows? I haven't quite decided yet what I'm going to build first, but we will give ourselves anywhere from 5 to 10%, depending on how of a big deal it is, quote unquote. I hope that makes sense to everybody. If I can, I will at least turn my webcam on and record the die rolls so you can see I'm not fudging anything. Now, also, as explained in episode 9, I'm going to do the story so far. And it goes a little like this. Let me get up here to a better vantage point. I had written up a couple paragraphs. I'm just going to kind of use that as a guidepost. I'm not going to read exactly what I wrote because I found it was kind of boring. But here we go. So things started with, we had 3 survivors, Conrad, Brenna, and Thad. Those names were rolled up, I think around episode 3 or 4, once I realized I was actually going to live long enough to do it. These were rolled up on a random name generator that I found online. So Conrad, Brenna, and Thad clambered out of the edge of the jungle over here. The spawn point was just right on the edge of the jungle there. And we came upon this hill. Now, this hill was covered with sheep at the time, and so it got the term Sheep Hill. And we don't know why these 3 survivors were in the jungle. We don't know why they hardly had any supplies at all, and how they just managed to clamber into this area and decide to make this spot the home for their town or their village. They decided to stop running, and let's build someplace we can live. First thing is that we got started on Sheep Hill over here, and we built a mine. Actually, I'm going to go on down because it's daylight. I should be able to run around my own outpost, right? Hopefully we won't have too many bad guys to deal with. But anyway, we'll deal with this spider. Ooh, there's a spider right there. Oh my gosh. He's in the fence. The spider is in the fence. Oh, and there's a creeper in the fence. That's not part of the plan. Don't do it. Don't. Way to ruin my story, man. I was telling a story. Crappy little creeper. Well, the fence is intact at least. All right, so, I don't think that's working. I don't think that's working at all. Anyway, let's continue with our story, shall we? See what comes up. So first of all, we came over here And we spent a few days in this little mining hole over here that needs some more string. It wasn't really, I wouldn't say it's a mining hole, but it started off as a small little hovel in the side of this hill that was covered with sheep at the time. We call it Sheep Hill. And the entrance is right there, if anybody came in here to visit so far. And, we sunk a mine shaft down there, barely got anything out of it. And we were living out of here, and it was very, very dangerous because we would, you open the door, you go running out, and then all of a sudden there's critters around, you have to run back in for your life. And the other thing that came about was that there was hardly any food here. There was no food at all, actually. There was a little herd of herd of cattle way over here. Let me sprint over here to get to it. You can see we have done much better now. Mine the creeper holes that keep appearing up here, but over in this area there were some cattle. We harvested a few of those just to get us by. Food was very, very scarce. Got the cows, brought them over here, got a garden going over here so we get some wheat, and voila, we've got a good, thriving cattle herd that is going to keep us supplied in food for a while, so we don't have to worry about starvation. But it was rough. There's no chickens on this map so far. There are no ducks, no chickens, ducks, there are ducks. Chickens, no pigs is what I'm looking for. The only other thing that I've been managed to do is I've been managed to make a fishing pole and catch some fish, so got that going for me. However, after the first real tragedy struck, which was we decided Thad, of our three characters, died a horrible death at the hands of some baby zombie right here as he was running inside. It was a horrible event, and you can go back and watch that episode if you want. But we lost our first life there. When that happened, we opted to go with the treehouse. The treehouse is a little bit safer, though given what just happened as I was trying to tell my story, perhaps not as safe as I would like to think, but that's repairable. We can rebuild that, I hope. The tree looks to have taken some serious damage, though, so we'll see how that goes. We also found a cave that over here, and we got to exploring that. We found a really nice, decent supply of iron, which we've been building from. And since then, basically, as we hit episode 10 and the right now, things have started to settle down a bit. Our heroes have some nice armor we're wearing, and looks like we might actually, if we don't keep getting jumped by creepers all the time, make it for a few more episodes at least. Currently things are good. The plan is to put some buildings in and to get building on the actual village. I'd like to build some stuff up here on Sheep Hill. And one of the things that I'm noticing is happening is I'm constantly rebuilding the damage done by the critters, mainly the creepers, and that's kind of causing a bit of a slowdown. Finally, this memorial right here. The stone column is just a simple memorial to our first death in Outpost Z, Thad, who died a horrible death there at the edge of the mine. So that's it. This is Outpost Z right now. That's where we're at. I hope I didn't bore you too much with that story. And that's where we are. I am going to start rebuilding what this creeper decided to blow up, and I'm going to probably, I think, we're going to put a wall maybe right here. We're going to try and cordon this off a little bit better so we don't have any more surprises greeting us as we come down from the tree. That's just a little too dangerous for me. I don't think that's going to continue to be a good idea. So before the sun gets too dark, let's fill in this hole with what dirt we have. Actually, not a lot of dirt left after that explosion. Let's go ahead and just fill in what we can here. I might go off camera a little bit here as I rebuild this. And I also need to, see, that's it. That's all I got. All right. Well, that just doesn't look very pretty at all. Maybe we can build a little hill or a little earthen ramp up to the side of that tree. We'll give that a try. Dig into the hill here and find some more dirt. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go off camera. I'm definitely gonna head back up to the tree and go to bed before it gets any more dangerous here. And we're gonna do some building, and I will probably be back here shortly. You can now consider yourself caught up, however, on the antics of Outpost Z and where we stand. We have 2 lives left, Conrad and Brenna. Oddly enough, we only have 1 bed. We're not going to talk about that. And we are trying to get something going here. It's definitely been a struggle. All right, thanks, folks. I'll be right back. Hey, everybody. So here's what I did. I got some more dirt and just sort of fixed what I could. A little cosmetic fix for our blown out tree, thanks to the creeper. So it doesn't look so bad. I also just realized one of the problems might be this, so I'm going to get rid of that. There we go. Don't want anybody jumping on a stone block and then over into the fence. Now with the remaining daylight, I'm going to run up here, and I've got 18 left. It's probably not going to be enough. I'm going to build a bit of a wall. Real quick, I want to make sure I don't have any problem or trouble zombies sneaking up on me, or skellies. All right, so I think I'm going to have to build, I don't know, a wall or something here to make it a little less opportune for these mobs to spawn. So I'm going to take this fence down and hopefully do this before the sun goes down. I'm going to put basically an earthen berm up, and as the pieces of fence go over the side, I'm going to have to go get those. Gonna need a net. I need a net. All right, let's get those real quick and then go back up. So what we're going to do is I'm going to build a basically an earthen berm right along this ridge here, and then I'm going to put a fence on top of that, and hopefully that will keep the monsters at bay. If anybody has any ideas, keep them from dropping down into that fenced-in area like what just happened, which was bad. And I was very lucky. Could have seen the death of a character right there, right as we were trying to tell a story so far. Boomo, blammo, down to 1. Really hope that's not the case. Okay, so that might do it. I don't see why it wouldn't. Gives us a little more protection. I think I'm going to redo the floors here of the treehouse with wood slabs. It's a little bit thinner, looks a little bit better. Let's go ahead and fill this in while I'm over here. Eesh. What a mess. Creepers. All the creepers. As we move forward, I know I need to definitely have to go on a quest for chickens. I've talked about that in the last episode because I need feathers for my arrows. I have 2 arrows left. And so I have not seen a chicken on this map since I started this game, so I have no idea. I'm sure they're here somewhere, out there, somewhere in the wilderness. The mythical chicken beast. But till I find some, I am going to be hard pressed to use my bow and arrow, which would be great if I used it from the treehouse. Because I could at least take out some of these spawns from the treehouse instead of just having to go down into the area to deal with them. So I get some more sugar. Hello, Mr. Sheep. Wow, that thing's getting huge. I've also thought about maybe adding a bridge from one tree house to that tree over there, so we can have sort of a treehouse community. Thought about making a treehouse village. That would be pretty cool. If you think that'd be cool, let me know. In the meantime, I'm going to kind of stick with the idea of a typical fantasy on-the-ground kind of village. But I am open to suggestions, folks. Please feel free. Offer some thoughts, and I will take that into account. All right, I'm going to keep working here. I'm probably going to sleep through the night, but I'm going to keep working and I will be back shortly. Just got up, looked outside, and look at all the creepers just hanging about the place. So I'm going to have to go deal with those. Hopefully there's none further down in the fence area. We'll go see here. Let's go down and take a look and see where our friend the creepers are. They are outside the fence. We are probably golden. Yes, they are. Yes, okay. But they're going to come over here. He's going to give me grief. Come on, get up here. Come on. Hi, how are you? Right, you really just... They have a hair trigger around their Outpost Z, I've noticed. Like, you touch them and they just go off. They don't, there's none of that, like, backing up and swelling up and then not going off. They just, you touch them and whoa, whoa, see, I knew there was another one out here somewhere. Come on. Now the question is, where's number 3? That's the question. Let's see if this one just goes off like a balloon. Yep. Oh, he didn't. Come on. Ah, finally. Excellent. Okay, I'm not backing away far enough, I guess. That's good to know. Let's get this guy. Spiders have gotten so much easier now that I've got the armor and the iron sword. All right. So he didn't get to the fence, which is good. He did get to everything else. I swear I'm going to spend most of my time repairing and refurbishing the creeper holes that are appearing all around, like a rabbit has been, like a dog has been just digging around in my yard. Creeper dogs. I know that's terrifying. I don't even want to think about that anymore. Creeper dogs. Ugh. Okay, everybody. I think we're gonna call this episode done, and that is the story so far from Outpost Z. Sort of a little bit of a placeholder episode. We are going to be moving forward here shortly. We're going to get a build going, I promise. I'm thinking we're going to get... That's really annoying. What was that? Did I miss something? I don't... Didn't like that. Didn't like that at all. So we're going to get a build going. I think we're going to put maybe a tower up here. Maybe a little bit more of a nicer house. I'd like to get some more protection going, but for now, my first build, I believe, is going to be off of Sheep Hill, and maybe a 2 or 3 level tower. The other option is to connect a bridge over to this tree and build another tree house that perhaps lets us go this way over to the farm, which is over there. So that's the idea as it stands right now. Is that an Enderman over there? What is that? A very white Enderman. Can't really tell what that is. Yeah, okay, I don't know. All right, everybody, thanks for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed the story so far. And as the zombie burns, I will bid you adieu and good morning from Outpost Z. We'll see you on episode 11, where we will be moving forward again. Thanks so much, everybody, and more to come. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.